With the click of a mouse and a few simple keystrokes, we can gain access to information from every corner of the world. New friends, new experiences, and new relationships can be found online, but also the potential of new dangers. Enter Staff Sergeant Darren Laur, a 29-year veteran with the Victoria City Police Department, now a concerned private citizen traveling across North America, teaching teens and adults how to be conscientious digital citizens.
We're seeing the kids doing all kinds of wonderful things everywhere, from social networks to apps to chats. They're just doing all kinds of wonderful things. But to me, I mean, in the past, the biggest issue for a lot of parents was the issue surrounding sexual predation online. And although that's a reality, it is becoming more of a rarity. I mean, we still need to be alive to this issue. But I think the biggest challenge for our kids right now is everything to do with their digital dossiers.
Think of it as an online resume. Every Facebook post, tweet, and blog update, building a file of information, creating a first impression for future employers, colleges, and universities.
And they're using them now as filtering mechanisms to make decisions. Is this the type of student that I want to come to my college or my university, or is this the type of young person I want to hire for a full-time or part-time job, just based upon what it is that they're doing online?
Darren also touches on personal safety and identity theft, showing kids where they are posting TMI, too much information.
We think that the internet and social networking is really, really, really cool. It has all kinds of advantages to it that our kids need to know about, but there's also some issues and challenges that the kids and youth also need to understand, so we bring both to the plate.
I said, hey, listen, this weekend I'm going to be up on Mount Washington on Vancouver Island skiing all weekend. Send. Boop. Reply back. No way. I'm going to be up on Mount Washington skiing all weekend too. Of course, I knew that because I was creeping his social network. I said, really? I said, that's cool. You know what? I'm going to be up there all weekend. My parents have a condo up on the mountain, so I'm going to be staying in the condo with my parents all weekend skiing. Send. Boop. Reply back. No way. My parents have a condo up there too. I'm going to be up there all weekend. This is going to be great. We're going to be able to see one another. I said, that's awesome. So I'll tell you what, how about if on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock I meet you at this chairlift and here's what I look like. I send this picture of a 16-year-old girl on a snowboard. He replies back, oh, I can't wait to meet you. Heart, 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 heart. I reply back to him, can't wait to meet you. Wink, 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 wink. But if I wanted to break into his home at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning, I could now do it. Why? Because I just confirmed that he and his parents are going to be on Mount Washington skiing all weekend, so I knew but nobody else was going to be home. Because I was creeping his social network, I figured out what his address was. Put his address into Google Street Maps. Plotted how to get from my house to his house. Even better, went to Google Street View to have a look at his house. Even better, went to Google Satellite View so I could see around his house 360 degrees to plan how I was going to break into his house. For the past 4 weeks, since I've known I've been coming to this district, I have creeped a couple of hundred students in this district. Of the 100 students that I've creeped, I have socially engineered about 100 of you. You will learn what social engineering is today. Of the 100 that I've socially engineered, just over 30 students in this district, all the way from grades 6 up to grade 12, invited me in believing I was a 15-year-old girl.
Darren uses that socially engineered site to show kids that people will try to take advantage of them, get inside and exploit their social networks, or make them do things online they normally wouldn't. He then goes on to talk about cyberbullying and the real-world consequences of our online actions. But his biggest message is about education and a proactive approach to technology, preparing young people to use the web just like we would teach them to drive a car. A lesson Darren says takes place on a two-way street.
You know, a lot of schools bring me in to do the presentation, but this really isn't a school issue. This is a parenting issue. And we as parents need to get more involved with our kids about what they're doing online, getting involved in communication and dialogue and sharing our experiences and learning from them as well. Kids will love sharing and teaching if you give them an opportunity to do so. And that's what the parents' presentation was all about last night, was getting the parents to understand we need to engage our kids a lot more and participate and communicate and get involved with what our kids are doing online. Because the research out there has shown us that parents and kids that are really interacting with one another online are far less likely to get involved in doing bad things than those who don't.
For Go Southern Alberta, I'm Christy Pick.